bandsaw is very similar, but we use these to make curves. We use these to make other kinds of cuts, not straight up and down, trying to cut right down the middle of a piece of material like this on the thickest, longest direction. This one I will generally be cutting with the material flat down on the widest side. The wider the blade, the wider the circumference of the turn that you can make. The thinner the blade, the tighter the turn you can make. Don't try to make tight turns with a thick blade. There's another bandsaw over there that will allow you to do tight turns. If you want really tight turns, we'll use the scroll saw, and I'll show that next. So the same thing goes. You set the guard, we drop it down, and then we're going to turn it on and we're going to cut. I'm going to make a sweeping curve. Let me throw a line on here so that I can show the cut. So I'm going to try to cut that. Let's see if this blade should be able to make a cut that's that gradual. Go ahead and turn it on. Press it down. As I'm pushing this through, I'm always pushing it through and turning at the same time, right? If I start to turn without pushing it forward, it's going to twist the blade. It's not going to cut the way you expect. It's going to put pressure on the blade. It's going to potentially damage the blade. It's going to create friction and heat. You want to always be kind of pushing through. Does that make sense? There's also a fence that goes on here for crosscuts. If I want to make crosscuts that are square, and there's a crosscut sled and a fence.